Watching Spider-Man lore, and today we'll be talking about the Earth 616 Spider-Man, basically original Spider-Man. I'll just talk about his origin story for this video, so there'll be a bit of parts. So this one's part 1. I hope you like it. Okay. So it all started when he was going to high school, and he got bullied by popular kids like Flash Thompson and more. And he lived with his Aunt May and Uncle Ben. He lived with them because he lost his parents, Richard and May Parker. One day there was some lab experiment showing how something worked. And during those waves, so it was the science exhibition was about waves, and during it, and there was a spider that got zapped when the rays were functional, and that spider came down on Peter and bit him. He got some powers like spider sense, wall crawling, webs, and more, and super strength. So first he used his powers for his own selfish gain. Like when he first got it, he made his first suit known as the wrestler suit, and he versed this wrestler, and he got $1,000. After being a hero, and he was tired when he saw when there was a robbery coming, and he saw this thug running towards him, but just ignoring him. Spider-Man was just tired of listening to people, so he ignored him. But there was a police officer chasing him, but he still didn't go for him. Turns out that very same thug killed his Uncle Ben. Peter could have stopped that burglar or thug. And then he learned, with great power, there's great responsibility. And then he decided to use his powers for the greater good. During the years, he has faced a bunch of supervillains like Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Electro, Craven Hunter, Mysterio, Sandman, sorry about that, Vulture, Venom, Carnage, and Lizard. After that, Peter lost his girlfriend Gwen Stacy, and he began getting closer to Mary Jane Watson, or MJ. Eventually, they were married until One More Day or something like that. We'll get into that. For a time, they were happy until a deal struck in Mephisio to save Aunt May in exchange for the marriage after events of the first superhuman Civil War, which is one last today. The Superior Spider-Man is when Peter swapped bodies with Dr. Octopus. So Peter was dying in Dr. Octopus's body. But then Otto swore to become a superior Spider-Man than Peter was ever. But then he just realized he did something wrong and he returned Peter to his body, understanding that Peter was a true superior Spider-Man. And we're going to go over all of this. So by the time he became Spider-Man, he was a bit young. But over the years, he's out of college and high school. And he had a job he has a job at the Daily Bugle. But in 2018 comics, Back to Basic, he lost his job at the Daily Bugle because his papers for college were fraudulent, as when the Superior Spider-Man came as Doc Ock, he did it, but they found out because it was a device that could tell what handwriting, the gestures, etc. So Peter lost his job at the Daily Bugle, and he has no job in the 2018 comics. Alright, that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Part 2 will be coming soon. See ya.